Hey guys, it's Viv with Stitches and Seams, and today we're going to talk about my Baby Lock Soprano. So thanks for joining me today, guys. I just want to go ahead and apologize if you hear a little whirring noise in the background. I have a video processing. Sounds weird when you say it, like I'm saying it wrong. So yeah, that's the noise that you're going to be hearing in the background. There's really nothing I can do about that, so sorry. So several of you have asked if I would do a review on my machines, and so that's why I'm here today. The Baby Lock Soprano. I have now had this for, well, March will be 2 years, and she's had one service and no issues, no malfunctions or anything like that. She had her her yearly, we'll call it. Like we have to go in for her yearly, she has to go in for her yearly too. So the Baby Lock Soprano, the reason why we started looking at this machine was because I had a singer, I can't remember the name of it, I forgot it already, but I had a singer that was supposed to be able to quilt, and it can't, free motion quilt, and it can, but it has a darning plate over the, let's see if I can skew this back, over the needle plate. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, so sorry about the noise. So here over the needle plate, a little darning plate would sit, okay, and it's plastic, and so it doesn't sit down in it because, you know, it's on top of it, so it doesn't sit flush, and so when you're trying to free motion, the quilt would get hung up on that. And for me, that was, I mean, I'm still fairly new to free motion, so it was enough of an issue that I was like, I don't think I can do this. And so my husband, for my birthday, took me to look at Baby Locks. And I had already looked into, her name is Olga. I had already looked into Olga. I had seen her on the Mary Fawn's Quilty Show. And when Mary Fawn's was talking about all the features and whatnot, I was really interested in it, and so I did quite a bit of homework actually and started looking things up, and it had everything a quilter would really like to have, let's put it that way. So she comes with a bagazillion stitches, hopefully you can see that. There's a lot of stitches, and there's 5 alphabets that you can do for embroidery, and there's, you know, all kinds of cool decorative stitches. So that was a bonus. That wasn't necessarily something that I was looking for, but it's nice to have. What I wanted was a machine that came with all of the feet that I would need to quilt. So a walking foot, I'm pushing buttons over here, a walking foot, a free motion foot, and I wanted a table. So when I looked around at all the different options, this is the one that really drew me because it had all of those things. So I will show you the table that she comes with. I mean, it's almost as big as, oh, it is as big as the machine actually. So yeah, so this helps me when I'm quilting. I don't really have a very large surface right now. When I made my daughter's quilt, I made the Falling Charms from Missouri Star Quilting Company, and that thing is massive. It's 108 by 108, and no, I have no idea how it ended up square, but it did. That was my first massive quilt, and I actually had to go out and quilt on the dining room table because there just wasn't any room. I mean, I don't know if you see my sewing desk. This is the edge and this is the edge. There's not a whole lot of room for movement there. So, but yeah, the goodness gracious, keep hitting buttons. Okay, we're gonna have to sit like this. So the table helps because it keeps the weight of the project that you're working on from pulling, because when you're free motioning, or even if you're just doing straight line quilting with a walking foot or what have you, that's a lot of weight, and so the weight creates drag and makes it more difficult to do the quilting part of making a quilt. So huge benefit for me personally. Here are, it's going to be clicking noise, sorry. So she comes with a whole bunch of feet, and what I did was I went and got a tackle box in the sporting section at Walmart, and then I just made a corresponding chart, if you can see that, to all the feet inside, because I mean there's no way that I'm going to remember what the name of all of these are and what it does. So yeah, here she comes with her own walking foot. She comes with a little thread holder. I won't lie, I've never ever used that. Different spool caps. This is the free motion quilting foot, like the little teeny tiny one. This is the open toed, which is my personal preference, so you can see that. Okay. And these are the feet are really easy to change. Some you have to actually take the low shank off, but I mean seriously, it's not difficult. She comes with an extra bobbin plate cover. This is the free motion echo quilting foot, so that's what will help you with the flowers and stuff like that. This I purchased aftermarket, which is, whoops, because I do sew a lot of clothes, is the concealed zipper foot. She has her little grooves on the back. Let's see if the light, there we go. And I also purchased the rolled hem foot. It's great for those little slippery sucker fabrics that, you know, you want to sew, but they slide all over the place. This is the Teflon foot, and it actually comes with it. So it's great for when you want to sew oilcloth, you're making the lunch bags or whatever. Fantastic for that. This came with it, and it is just a stitch guide foot. I'm going to try to get it turned around in my hand so you guys can see it. So it has all the different little increments on there. This is the open-toed foot that it comes with. Okay. And this is the 1/4 inch quilting foot with the guide, and I'll be honest, I think it comes with it. I'm not sure. It has a little guide there. But I have, let's put that there. Open. So you have a little compartment. I'm going to turn the camera down just a bit. So you have your free arm accessory compartment. And then on the back side, you have another little compartment. And this is where I keep all of the little feet that I kind of use the most. So this is your other zipper foot. This is the 1/4 inch quilting foot. And I think this is the one that I bought aftermarket. You see that? Whoops. And I really like it because it also has a little single needle hole. This, sorry about the noise, is your regular zipper foot. And then I have a little screwdriver back there. Sorry. Okay. And then also in the front, it comes with, it's like a, this is the blind hem stitch foot. There's a little, sorry, put that down. The blind hem has a little blade that will go along the edge of the hem. It has, I cannot for the life of me remember what this is called. Oof. I think this might be the little, I don't know what that is. I'd have to look in my manual. So it has that one, and then it has, this is like a all-purpose, has a little see-through toe. And I use this a lot because it has, okay, so you see the little gap there? I use that a lot when I'm making bags for top stitching line. So I use all of those on that for that purpose. Okay, and then this is the other, like, if I can get it up, general purpose kind of foot. Okay, and then this is, oh, this is the it's like the overcast foot. So if you do not have a serger, okay, you can use this. So what you'll do is you would sew your seam like regular, like if you're sewing clothes. Sew your seam like regular, and then you could trim your seam allowance down, sorry. And then you use that foot, and what happens is it rides right along the edge of your fabric, and it does an overcast stitch so that it essentially closes that seam in, and it will help keep it from unraveling. It's better than a zigzag stitch. So if I had to like rate seam finishes, I would say like pinking, zigzag, overcast, and then like a serged seam for actual sewn type of finishes. I mean, there's Hong Kong and French seams and all those seam finishes that you can do as well. So let's see, put that back on there. Now the bobbin's very easy to wind. The bobbin, excuse me, is very easy to take in and out, to sort of place and to load. That's the word I'm looking for, load. And it really is an excellent machine for what you're paying for it. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. There's one drawback, and this is what I'm going to tell you, and this is my only complaint about it, and that is that the light is not very bright. Now, right now it looks pretty good, but I have the window open because, you know, it happens to have nice lighting today. But I went and purchased this little light from Joann. That's the little, what's that called? Clamp clip? That's what we're gonna call it. So what I do is I clamp it onto the handle, like so. Then I can turn it on. See how much brighter that is? And we all know, all of us that have sewn any kind of dark fabric, how crazy that can be to try to see what you're doing, and especially if you're trying to quilt. It gets a little crazy trying to see where you're going and where you've been. So that, my friends, is my review on the Baby Lock Soprano, and if you get it, you won't be sorry. Seriously, I've not had one single problem with it, and the like 5,000 best thing about this thing is that you buy from a dealer, and there is absolutely nothing better than having a dealer. You call them, hey, this is going on, or can you look at my machine, or whatever, can you order me a foot? Like let me see if I can open this without shaking you guys. I wanted to try pin tucks on clothing, and that's not one that they normally carry, so she ordered it for me. And this is the same lady when I wanted, I had called about the concealed zipper foot, and they didn't have it in stock, but she goes, hey, if you come over, you can borrow mine until the other one comes in. Like, seriously, who does that? She's excellent, and my dealer is So Much More in Nederland, Texas. So if you happen to be in the area, you cannot go wrong. She's got a lovely little shop, and they do excellent work, and they're great people. So that is my 2 cents, and I hope that helped you if you are in the market for a baby lock. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment boxes down below. Leave a comment below. I'm telling you, today is just like So if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.